Today I'm going to show you how I put together our charm necklace. The link for the kit is in the box below, and the beauty of this necklace is that not only does it have some really sweet and unusual charms in it, I'm going to show you how to assemble some little charms that you customize, and that's what makes it very personal. Our kit, which you can get from the link below, has 24 charms in it, 16 6mm bicone beads, a couple of seed beads, an agate chip and a bead, a couple of freshwater pearls. I'm going to be using 30 5mm jump rings, 12 fine ball pins, a couple of eye pins, a couple of head pins, and I also have a 54cm curb chain with a 5cm extender. And to assemble my necklace I will be using flat nose pliers, round nose pliers and a cutter. Our necklace will be a combination of charms which are complete, and we've got some really interesting little ones like a little diary, a lotion bottle, some heart stars, flowers, a globe, a forever yours heart, a little tea strainer. And the other beads that I'm going to put on it, or the other little charms, will be a combination of little charms and beads. And I've got 8 of these, and I'm going to show you how I assemble them to start off with. First up, I'm going to assemble what I call my rainbow stick. And I've just arranged my little bicone beads according to the rainbow colours, because if I don't assemble it first, I always get it wrong. And what I will do is I will pin them all on an eye pin. On my eye pin I've put my bicone beads. I've got pink, purple, blue, green, yellow and red. And now I'm just going to bend it and cut it and make my loop. And at the bottom I'm going to attach my little heart charm. So I carefully open the eye pin forwards or backwards, and I will close it carefully. So my little rainbow stick is now ready. Next I'm going to assemble my little thread coloured bead to the little metal lattice, and I'm just going to use a head pin, and because the hole on this bead is quite big and the head pin would just fall right through it, I'm going to put 2 little seed beads either end. And now I'm going to bend it, cut it, and make my loop. I'm going to attach these beads to my lattice charm with a jump ring. Now I'm going to put my little agate chip on an eye pin. I'm going to add 1 bicone bead to the top. And I'm going to cut it and loop it. And I'm going to attach my little enamelled teapot by its handle using a jump ring to the eye pin. I'm going to take my little mirror bead, and it's called a mirror bead because it's just clear glass in the middle and it always has a little gold surround. I'm going to use a head pin, and I'm going to put my freshwater pearl, the little one, on my head pin, followed by the mirror bead and my little agate bead on top of it. I'm going to cut it. And loop it. Next I'm going to attach my large freshwater pearl to this flower charm, which has 2 eyes on it. I will use a head pin, put my freshwater pearl on it, and now that I've put it on the pin, I'm going to make my loop, but before I close it completely, I'm just going to thread it through the casting on my little charm, and then I'm going to close it. I'll just make sure it's nice and secure with no gaps. So now it's also ready. Now I'm going to make some little clusters using the bicone beads that I've got left over, and I'm just going to put them on my ball pins. Now that I've put all the other bicone beads on the eye pins, I'm going to loop and pin them. If you're not sure how to pin and loop your beads, I've put a little link at the top just to remind you how to do it. My pinned bicone beads are now ready to be made into little clusters. And I'm going to do 2 clusters of 3 that go on my 2 little flowers, and 1 cluster of 2 that will go on my oval threaded bead, and this little cluster will go at the end of my extender. So I will attach them to the bead with a jump ring. The easiest thing to do is open your jump ring, slip it over your bead, and then put your 2 little beaded bicone beads on it. And close it. And I will do the same thing with these 2 little clusters. Now that I've got all my charms ready, I'm going to start assembling the necklace, and the first thing I'm going to do is find the middle of my necklace, and in the middle I'm going to put the biggest charm, which is my locket, and I will attach it with a jump ring. Now I'm going to work out how I want my other charms to go along the necklace, and it's best to do it by size. So I will start with the bigger charms and graduate towards the smaller ones. The charms will need to be 2.5 centimeters apart, and I've worked out that on my particular curb chain it's 9 links, so I find it easier to count. And what I normally do is I will just count my 9 links, and I will mark it with one of my pins, and then I know that this is where my jump ring and my charm will go. So I'm going to start with my 2 bigger charms, and I attach them with a jump ring. Every time you've added a charm, it's good to lay your necklace down flat and make sure that all your charms are facing up in the same way and that you've fed your jump rings in the right direction. Otherwise, the necklace, when it hangs, some of your charms may be upside down.